So let's first talk, Brian, about Pelosi. She was able to beat back this challenge.
Yes.
But the fact that she was challenged certainly says something.
It really does. And the numbers were, the challenger got a lot of people to vote for him, but and those people will probably pay a price for that. But what it does say is that not everybody's happy with her leadership. And we're hearing a lot out of Washington, D.C. right now, Heather, about Democrats being upset about both the campaign and the aftermath.
Yeah, let's transition now. Let's talk about President-elect Trump picking more key cabinet positions. I want to talk a little bit about Commerce Secretary Wilbur Ross and Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin, both very wealthy. They come from the financial industry, which, as we all know, Trump, during his campaign speeches, kind of vowed to go after the banking industry. What do you make of those two picks?
Insider picks, to be honest with you. Both, however, know the monetary system, and the Treasury. The Treasury position, Treasury Secretary, is hugely important in the monetary flow. Although he has no governmental experience, he has a lot of financial experience. These picks don't surprise me too much, Heather, because you have to go after people who know how the system operates. There was one thing about what happened in the run-up to the election, a lot of rhetoric and that sort of thing, but you can see now it's starting to kind of right-size towards people who have experience and know how things flow. Yeah,
what do you make, though, of this whole Mitt Romney as possible Secretary of State? And we all know what he said during the campaign and how vehemently he was against Trump. The likelihood of him actually becoming Secretary of State.
Well, what's the old expression? Politics makes strange bedfellows.
Yeah.
It's a huge position to be Secretary of State. Whether Romney has other ambitions or not, I don't know, but he can really cast himself differently on the world stage as Secretary of State.
And you don't think that those past remarks will come back to hurt him in any way?
You watched Bernie Sanders and Hillary Clinton trade remarks that at the end Sanders supported Clinton and campaigned for her. Same thing on the Republican side. A lot of things are traded, but people put that away pretty quickly.
Yeah, after the campaign. Okay,
sure.
Something else that Donald Trump hit really hard on during his campaign was keeping manufacturing jobs in the U.S. He made this announcement yesterday about Carrier, of course, the air conditioning company. How do you think he was able to keep those 1,000 jobs in Indiana?
Well, I'm quite sure that Vice President-elect Mike Pence and Donald Trump talked with Carrier officials, and I'm sure there's going to be tax incentives and some other things that keep them here. But that's exactly what Trump said he was going to do, is make things happen around making or helping companies stay here. And saving 1,100 jobs for America is a nice start.
Yeah. Finally, really quickly, Trump today tweeting that he is going to separate himself completely from his businesses. Can that really happen?
Well, one wonders. He's inexorably tied to them in so many ways. But to the extent that he can turn it over to his as he says, his children to run, the better off he'll be. He is going to have a full plate, such that I'm not sure he's going to have much time to tweet either.
Yeah, but also it really does raise questions about those business conflicts,
right? Oh, there's no question about that.
That's obviously
absolutely.
the big issue. All right, thanks so much, Brian. Ted?